Let's look at the Passover instructions and the 10th plague. Exodus 12:21 through verse 36. Moses conveys God's instructions for the Passover to the Israelites' elders, directing them to select and sacrifice lambs, apply the blood to their doorpost, and remain indoors to be spared from God's judgment. At midnight, God strikes the firstborn of Egypt, from Pharaoh's heir to the livestock, while passing over the houses marked with blood, showcasing his justice and power over the Egyptians and their gods. Overwhelmed by this devastating plague, Pharaoh finally concedes and orders the Israelites to leave Egypt immediately. The Israelites depart hastily, carrying their unleavened dough and receiving valuable possessions from the Egyptians, effectively plundering their former masters. In chapter 37 of chapter 12 through chapter 13 of 22, that exodus from Egypt and setting out for the Promised Land. A large number of Israelites, around 600,000 men, women and children, along with mixed multitude of non-Israelites who joined them, began their journey from Ramesses to Succoth. They bake unleavened bread due to their swift departure, commemorating the haste with which they left Egypt. God emphasizes the perpetual observance of the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, instructing the Israelites to teach their children its meaning and significance. God reinforces his ownership of the firstborn, establishing laws for their consecration, whether human or animal, and institutes the Feast of Unleavened Bread as a reminder of their deliverance. God guides the Israelites by a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire by night, demonstrating his presence and directing their journey. In Exodus 14:1 through 4, is Pharaoh's change of heart and pursuit. God instructs Moses to have the Israelites turn back and encamp near the Red Sea, where Pharaoh will assume they are trapped. Despite his earlier concession, Pharaoh hardens his heart once again, regretting letting the Israelites go and prepping to pursue them with his army. God orchestrates this situation to demonstrate his glory and power through the destruction of Pharaoh and his army, solidifying his name and authority among both the Israelites and the Egyptians. This section of Exodus showcases God's sovereignty, justice, mercy, and faithfulness in delivering his people and establishing a covenant relationship with them. It lays the foundation of understanding future redemptive acts, including the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus Christ as the Passover lamb.